Hi, Andrew here for tabletblog.de. In front of me I've got the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 9.7 with the S Pen. I got it here in Taiwan, and yeah, in this video we want to unbox this new tablet from Samsung. So let's get to it. First of all, what's quite interesting is that I've actually got the Wi-Fi version here with 2 GB of memory. In Germany, Samsung said that the Wi-Fi version will only have 1.5 GB. So in Taiwan, it has 2 GB. Maybe every S Pen version has 2 GB of memory for the S Pen apps. But yeah, that's just something that I want to note. Since in Germany, we don't get the S Pen and we only get 1.5 GB of memory with the Wi-Fi version. All right, let's start the unboxing. This tablet cost me around 320 euros, and I guess it's about 350 US dollars. I'm not sure about the prices in the US or elsewhere. In Germany it's 299 but without the S Pen. And yeah, just look it up at your local retailer. So this is the Galaxy Tab A. Let's quickly put it to the side over here and let's see what else is inside the box. We've got a quick manual or warranty card. Then what's quite nice, we've got a headset. Almost no tablets have a headset these days, so it's nice that Samsung included it. We also have these earplug things, then the eject tool for the tips of the S Pen, of course the power plug and the standard micro USB to USB 2.0 connector. So that are the accessories. Again, the headset, it's quite nice that Samsung included it in this tablet. So let's get rid of this plastic here and then we can take a closer look at the tablet itself. So this is the Samsung Galaxy Tab A 9.7. It has a 9.7-inch display, and what's new about this tablet is that the form factor, the aspect ratio is 4:3. So like with the iPad Air or the Nexus 9, it's 4:3 and not 16:10 as with previous tablets from Samsung. Which basically means that you have more space here on the sides if you're holding it this way. It's better for reading. I like it more for reading, for surfing the web, but it's not as good for watching movies because movies or TV shows generally are in the 16:9 format aspect ratio, and which means you get on the top and the bottom little black bars. So yeah, that's basically it. Let's go further around the device. We've got a front-facing camera over here, the 3 typical buttons from Samsung for that basically every Android device has. Then on this side we've got a micro SD card slot. It's nice because the Galaxy S6 does not have it anymore. So with the tablets, apparently Samsung decided to still include them. Then we've got a volume rocker, a headset port, the S Pen of course. As far as I can see, it's pretty much similar to the S Pen of the Galaxy Note series. So yeah, seems to be a standard S Pen. It's all plastic. Doesn't feel as good as the stylus from the Surface series from Microsoft, but yeah, at least we have one. It's an active S Pen, by the way, an active stylus, not one for capacitive touchscreens, so you should be able to make quite precise drawings and handwriting. On the top we've got nothing, and on the side here the same. And on the bottom we have the micro USB port where you can sync your tablet to your computer or Mac and also charge it, of course. 2 speakers here on the side and a headset port. On the back we have a camera, I think it's 8 megapixel, and 2 little things here to which you connect accessories like a cover or something. We've seen that with Samsung devices before. Okay, let's take a closer look at the software of the Samsung Galaxy Tab A. On here runs Android 5.0.2 Lollipop. So it's quite a new version of Android that Samsung pre-installed here, which is quite nice. On top of it, obviously, there is the TouchWiz UI from Samsung. It's not as crowded, as loaded as it was with previous devices, so Samsung turned it down a little bit with the Galaxy S6 and now with the Galaxy Tab A as well. We don't have that much apps from Samsung pre-installed actually. We have the S Planner, of course, a couple of apps like the Smart Manager, Scrapbook, of course the S Note app, we will take a closer look at that. And what's quite nice is, like with the Galaxy 6, Microsoft, Samsung pre-installed a couple of apps from Microsoft like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Skype, of course, and OneDrive. And you get 100 GB of storage free on OneDrive with the Galaxy Tab A for 2 years. So it's basically a similar deal as you had with Dropbox before. But now Samsung chooses Microsoft as a partner, and I'm sure Microsoft pays a little bit for it since Samsung is selling quite a lot of devices, so that Microsoft gets the apps distributed, quite far. Obviously, it's still a little customized. It's not vanilla Lollipop, but I think it's a lot better than with previous devices. The designs are a little bit different than we know from standard Lollipop. Quickly to storage, you have 10.35 gigabytes still available. The rest of the 16 gigabyte is taken up by the system and the pre-installed apps itself. Let's quickly open the browser and surf around a little bit. Maybe we go to Engadget and just test how the browser is working. This is not Chrome, it's the browser from Samsung, of course. And what I quite like about Samsung in general is something I will show you later. First, it's running quite smoothly, the browser. What I really like is the keyboard, because above the letters you have a row with numbers. There's a lot of space on a tablet in general, and typically there's enough space to add another number row, but most manufacturers don't do that with their keyboards. You don't have a number row with a standard Android keyboard. You do with Samsung, which I really like. I wish more manufacturers would do that, because it's much easier to type passwords, and you should have numbers and these other things. I don't know the English name of it. Anyway, you have to have them, or you should have them in your passports, and it's much easier to type them if you have another numbers row on top. Alright, then let's take a look at the S Pen and the S Note app. It's pretty much the standard S Note app as we know it. I already began to draw a little bit. We can save it. And yeah, that's how it works. What else? We have these action memo stuff where you hover over the screen and press this little button here, and then the action memo, I don't know exactly how Samsung calls it in English, it's S-Pen Befehle in German. Anyways, you have quite a couple of choices here. You can take a screenshot, write on it, or you can use this action memo thing, which basically links your writing to a specific app. For example, if we put in Berlin, if you just write it here and then press this little button, we can search for this in the Contacts app, in the email app, in the browser, or like we do now on Google Map, and it directly puts in Berlin into the search box. And yeah, it's quite a nice feature. I usually don't use the S Pen that much. I use all of the Galaxy Note smartphones and a couple of the Galaxy Note tablets, and I genuinely don't use the S Pen that much. But for some people, it's really nice. It is really nice. Also, of course, if you are editing PDFs and so on. I don't like the stylus as much as with the Surface tablets from Microsoft, but it's still quite useful in some cases. One of the cases is handwriting recognition, of course, where you can type something. This is a test. Alright, it's not perfect, but it works in general if you have good handwriting. Anyways, this is the quick unboxing with the Samsung Galaxy Tab A with the S Pen, the 9.7-inch version. The hardware is alright. I like the software. It's an improvement compared with previous TouchWiz versions. What I'm not that much of a fan of is the resolution of the display. It's quite low, 1024 by 768. It's a low resolution. Yeah, it's like with the first or the second iPad. it's alright if you don't know it. Maybe you wouldn't notice it that much, but if you know it and if you look at text, it's not as sharp as it would be with the Full HD resolution, for example. Let's quickly take a look inside the device. I can't open it right now, but inside we have a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor. It should be quite fast for games as well. It's a 64-bit chip, so it's perfect for Lollipop. Again, we have 1.5 or 2 gigabyte of memory inside, depending on the version, and 16 gigabyte to 32 gigabyte of internal storage. Alright, yeah, that's it. This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab A. A quick unboxing. Write me in the comments what you would like me to test, how you like the device, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.